Hello, welcome to Fibretown. I'm Emily, and this is Alice, and it is May Day. It is Wednesday, May the 1st, 2013, and yay! Glad to see you guys here, back one more week to chat with me. And Al, ooh, she's a little oinker. She gives nice kisses, except she's been outside. You've been eating dirt. She's got dirt on her nose. Let me see if you can see. Look at the camera. A little smudge of dirt. Ow, look at the camera. See? Oh, she's so cuddly, even though she stinks. She's very interested in the fertilizer in the blueberry beds we have. So yeah, she likes to snack on that. It's not toxic. Don't worry about Al. She'll be fine. So I'm Chain of Fools on Ravelry. And I'm on Instagram as Fibretown, and I'm on Plurk as Chain of Fools, although I'm not there a whole lot, but I am there a bit. Where else am I? There is the Fibretown podcast group on Rav, and it's time for a drawing. You guys ready for a drawing? We'll do it in 2 minutes. I first want to say thank you to 2 people for their iTunes reviews. Reese's Pieces and Ting Ting. You guys, thank you. I love those. They make my day. And you want to know what else made my day last week? Alice and I got a donation. From a lovely listener. I haven't received permission to say who she is, but she's fantastic. And yay. It will be put to excellent podcasting use. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to say hi to 2 new people who introduced themselves. We have Aubrey, who is Allie Snyder. Yeah, that's right. Allie Snyder on Ravelry. I know. You like Allie Snyder? That make you... Ooh. Something about your name. It's got Alice all jazzed. Allie Snyder? Snyder? No, it's over. She's from the New York, Pennsylvania area, and she's brand new to Ravelry, so go say hi and friend her. And how exciting for you to be brand new to Ravelry. That totally changed, my crafting. And Whisk Knitter. She's Eileen. She's from Wisconsin. I think that's right. And she's a huge BBC fan, and we've been trading show ideas back and forth. So hi, Eileen. Glad you guys said hello in the thread. If you want me to give you a shout out, you can say hello there too. And now I'm going to say goodbye to you, okay? Because I'm going to show my, because we're going to do a prize drawing. Yeah, I'm going to do a prize drawing. So it's May 1st. That means in 1 month, Alice will be 1 year old. So her birthday's coming up. You want to go back outside? Go outside. No, I'm not going to open the door. I've had terrible allergies. DC in the spring it's a war zone for allergies. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to podcast because I was sneezing continually. But it's all good now. So let me get into my show and tell, shall we? Oh no, prize drawing. iPad. Random number generator. We had from numbers 2 through 84. Thank you guys for not chattering in there. I opened a new chatter thread to talk about all sorts of projects. So go over there and talk. Share and talk and comment. So here we go. 2 through 84. Who's it gonna be? Generate random number. 41. Okay. Pardon me while I look this up. Fibretown podcast. I opened the new May thread, so go ahead and start putting your FOs in there for May. Okay, I think that's page 2. Page 2 at the bottom. And we have Rosebob. She made that cute little bunny rabbit. It's a good thing for April, right? Rosebob, I don't think you've won before, so no, it's just been Mario, Sue, and Stitch and Smile. So yay, you have won a pattern. Let me know what you want. I'll get it out to you ASAP. Just PM me on Ravelry. Congratulations. She is a very prolific knitter. Rosebob. Dude, you can knit a lot and gorgeous stuff. So I'm glad you won. Very good. Show and tell. Didn't think I'd have these done, but I do. These are my vanilla socks out of HD Yarns in the Dynamics colorway. They're tall. These are gonna be my Maryland Sheep and Wool socks. Yes, I'll be wearing these with my Birkenstocks, and yes, I do live to embarrass my children with the way I dress. All right, so I decided to do them flip-flop the colors, and as you can see, this socks got the brown and pink. This sock, we never got to the brown and pink. This sock has got the sort of Redskins colors, the orange and maroon. This sock, we never got there. So they do share some colors, but they're awesome. I'm hoping they wear well. We'll see. They're out of the Knit Pick space. And I did my own pattern over 64 stitches on US 1.5s, and I think that's 2.5 millimeters. 2x2 rib for about an inch, inch and a half. Long leg, a slip stitch heel, and the heel gusset that I first found on the Breaking Heart socks, which looks like that. It goes much faster for me, and it's much easier for me to remember how to do it than a regular old gusset, and I like the way it fits. And then I go down to 10 stitches on each needle, and I do the Kitchener. I did these on my carbons, my double points. They're really fast. I really like the carbons for sock knitting. Although I didn't think I was a huge double points fan, but those are awesome. So I have another show and tell. I have knit up the Fiber Optic Aqua to Chocolate gradient that I spun, and the ends aren't moving in. But I got me a nice hat. I'm not happy with the decreases, but I had just enough yarn. It hasn't been blocked either. But I think it'll be a gift for somebody. It's a very dense. I spun this yarn worsted and Navajo plied it. It's really, really dense and heavy. I'm thinking maybe I should have done it like a semi-woolen so it would be airier and lighter. Live and learn, right? Fiber Optic is one really popular vendor, Maryland Sheep and Wool vendor, for me to pick up the prize I'm going to get. So it might be something from there, it might be something from Into the World, it might be something completely different. I haven't decided yet. What else? Oh, I had a lot of people ask me what I was wearing last week, and I totally meant to talk about it. This is my Daybreak. And it's gorgeous, right? Yeah. This is Daybreak by Stephen West. I knit this 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 3. And it's out of Malabrigo sock, right here. That's the Archangel colorway. And the purple is Bunky Bobos in Purple People Eater. That was a gift from a friend, and I don't think Bunky Bobos is dyeing yarn anymore, but I really love that purple. So I do wear this occasionally. It's held up beautifully. Hello, where's the other end? So it's really nice. I'd like to make another one someday. Alice, cut it out. So that's my Daybreak. That's all I got for show and tell. You want to see my... Oh, I left my old town in the other room. Can't believe it. Be right back. Watch out, Elle. Okay, that wasn't too long, right? Sorry. Okay, the Saga of the Old Town. I did put this away for 2 days last week, and then I looked at it to see what I had done wrong with the lace panel. And you know, in Feather and Fan, you increase on some rows and then eventually you decrease them back. I had increased and forgotten to decrease twice. I did this. Maybe even 3 times. So it was way, way, way off. Tried to drop down and fix the problem. And that was over maybe 24, 25 stitches that I had dropped down. I started to fix it, but the stitches were ginormous. They were not looking good. And it was complicated by the fact that I had, in that section where I was trying to do the sweater surgery, I had added the second skein of yarn. When I realized that, I was just, I said, I already ripped it out, so, I mean, dropped down, so I'll give it a go, see if I can fix it. No could do. So I ripped, it's about 8 rows. Oh, so it wasn't too bad. But it's looking beautiful now. That was a section that got ripped and redone. And you can see that I am, this is upside down, but this is how much of the torso I have knit. It's almost 6 inches. And I'm probably gonna knit to 17 inches. So this is gonna be, it's gonna take a while. So, but there it is, the Old Town. It's as lovely as ever. I'm knitting it on US 5s, my Chow double points. There it is. Both sleeves are done. US 5, Chow double points. I think your 5 is a 3.75 millimeter. And it's out of the Blue Moon Fiber Arts BFL Sport in the winter solstice. All right. That's my only whip. Can you believe it? If you don't count this. This is my hand-spun Rambouillet. Look at that. I balled it up because my new ball winder had not yet arrived. And it's great stuff. I didn't mention how amazing the prep was on this fiber. This is the Reflections at Rockland's Rambouillet. The preparation is like butter. Butter. Insane. Beautiful. Not a single nap, not a single anything, just silky, silky, lovely, squishy, spongy wool. So I started to swatch, and this is a true 3-ply, as I said, which is very forgiving of inconsistencies in your knitting. The plies, as they join up, if there's a thin spot or a thick spot, chances are it's going to meet another ply that will balance it out somehow. Whereas a Navajo ply, let me see if I can show you in this hat. In a Navajo ply, there's no hiding in consistent spinning. Let me see if I can show you. You can see pretty well some of these were thicker. You can't see actually the thinner spots, but yeah, if you start out with a thin single, you're going to get a thin plied yarn in spots. If you start out with thick in the spot, that thickness is going to show up as it's plied. So it's one reason I really love a true 3-ply rather than a Navajo 3-ply. So yeah, I'm deciding if I'm going to try to knit something out of this, 160 yards, or if I should wait and get more at Maryland Sheep and Wool and knit something more substantial. We'll see. Up and coming stuff. This is sort of all tied in with everything else. So I'm going to talk, and it's going to be kind of jumbled, and I'm sorry, but last year at Sheep and Wool, I cast on a hitchhiker. This was my second hitchhiker, and it's been missing in action. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. It was out of the Verdant Griffin in Hawaiian Bobtail Squid, which is an amazing colorway. I got this at the Homespun Yarn Party in winter 2012. And I started knitting a hitchhiker at last year's Sheep and Wool. And see, it's on waste yarn here. I don't know, I just wasn't loving it. It's pretty. I think the gauge might be a wee bit tight. Maybe that's why I wasn't liking it. Anyway, so this is up for consideration in a new project, maybe. Thinking of doing the Clockwork by Stephen West. It's been on my list. I have the pattern. I really like the look of it. Ashley from A Spinner's World is trying to get me to knit it with her. I was thinking of using this. This is a hand dye that I did at Dragonfly Studios. It's really looking rather purple, which is, bring it back, which is interesting because I did do some over dyeing in purple, but this is mostly like a chocolatey brown. So I was thinking of pairing the two for a clockwork. Might be too variegated, I don't know. Anyway, that's a consideration for upcoming. I also want to participate in the orange along that the Fat Squirrel's doing. I love orange, it's one of my favorite colors. And I have this Noro Cash, what is this called? Cash Aroha. I have 6 skeins of this that I got at a shocking discount. I think I paid $12 for all 6 skeins, I know. So it's a single, I'm looking for a project for that. We'll see. So those are sort of things that are swirling around in my knitting brain. Spinning. So, my lovely Fin Fleece from Porchetta, the U, got some action this week. But first, before that, I want to tell you something relating to Porchetta. She had 3 lambs. Deb from Finnegan's Flock contacted me and let me know that she had 3 beautiful lambs. She sent me a picture, but it didn't come through, and I'm still waiting for that. So congratulations, Porchetta. I'm sure they're gorgeous. I took her fiber, and I had a bit of a dye fest last Thursday, I think it was. I did like a red-purple extravaganza of dyeingness. Some of this, and we have some of this. This is all Porchetta Fleece. Took the dye beautifully, looks great, it didn't felt. And then I have also this lavendery color. So, and here I tried to do a, let me see the best place to show you. This is a gigantic bat. Not too well done, is it? And you can see here that I tried to layer it, do sort of like a sandwich of the 3 colors. Yeah, you can see it right there. So I might just tear strips off and sort of blend them as I spin them. It's about 2 ounces. So I dyed that. I also dyed some other fiber, which is a BFL Silk blend. And this is, I'm gonna chalk this up to Live and Learn because this was amazing fiber before I got my hands on it. And then I kind of felted it because I'm impatient and I wasn't thinking. So this is BFL Silk and I have 2 braids. I kettle dyed these with purples and I did throw in some browns. Let me see if I can show. Here's the other braid. I have 2 braids, 8 ounces of this. There's a spot in there where there's a bit of brown. And I really like purple and brown together. So there they are. They are a bit felty. Let me show you. Not lost. Not lost at all. Oh, it's starting to come apart. But definitely, you know, I at some point did a water temperature change too quickly before it had either cooled off enough or I don't know. If worst comes to worst, I can run them through the drum carder to loosen them up. Yay, drum carder! So, oh, and I did dye one other thing. I had tried last year to emulate Rose of Cakewalk Yarns dyeing techniques. Huge fail. Huge fail. There's a reason why these independent dyers do what they do, and you should respect that because they're good at it. And anyway, I thought I'd try. So it looked terrible. So I overdyed it, and it looks much nicer. You can see those splotches in there. But yeah, reds and purples in this one. So I like it a lot more. I'm not crazy about the base. This was a Valley Yarns Franklin wool nylon blend. I had a cone of it. Yeah, I won't get that again. So that was my dyeing. And I also got my ball winder, my replacement ball winder from Knitpicks. Thank you very much, Knitpicks. I also went to Fibretown, Fiber Space. You know, when I named this podcast, I really never considered how close they are. The title of the podcast in the store. But anyway, I went to Fiber Space and I replaced my carbons. I got a new set. And I also got this. This is something I have been trying to get for a while. It's Lavachet Lotion Bar in the pear scent. It's lovely. So they had sold out of this every time I had gone before, and they had a new shipment, and I was able to get that. So it's really nice stuff. Okay, one acquisition. My Highland Handmaids came in, I think the day I podcasted last week. This is the Pitch Pine Top in Arabesque. It's ecru and black BFL, so like a swirl or a mixed BFL. And I need to say, this is my first Highland Handmaids. I have to say that the picture does not do this justice. It is gorgeous. Even my camera doesn't do it justice. It's got pale peachy pinks and these lovely appley greens. And then the natural colors of the fiber. I love it. It's going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to spin it. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how the swirl does. Okay, I'm almost done here. I gotta get cracking. But I want to share a few more things with you before I go. So I told you all about my sad learn to crochet story last week. But the happy news is that I kept it up. I got better at it. I researched it and tried all sorts of new things on my own. And then a colleague at work said, you know, I have this friend who knits and crochets, and she has a group at her house every Monday night. And I was like, I didn't know anybody else who was doing this. I said, can you get us in touch? So my friend Jamie contacted my friend Leanne and told her about me. Leanne invited me, sight unseen, stranger to her house. And at the time, I had had my son about 6 months prior to that. And, you know, when you have a newborn, an infant, you're not getting too much sleep. So I went over there and, you know, I don't even know how I was putting sentences together some days. So that's just to preface this whole story with, I'm not usually this stupid. Not usually. So ring bell, she opens it up and she says, hi, I'm Leanne. And I said, hi, I'm Leanne. And she was like, come in, I guess. She still like let me into her house even though I was clearly like non-compos mentis. But yeah, and we've been very good friends ever since. My son is now 5.5, so I've known her for 5 years. And the knitting group has gone through changes and all sorts of things, but we still do have a core group that gets together. Hi, Alice. And anyway, so she was like the knitting guru, and I was like, I'm not gonna knit. I'm just gonna crochet. So that lasted about a year, and then I really started getting to Ravelry and seeing all the amazing things that people knit. And I was seeing all the amazing things that people were knitting at the knitting group. And the very first thing I tried to knit was like a cabled neck warmer. Oh yeah, first thing, let's do cables. Ha ha ha. So yay. That's pretty much the end of my learn to knit and crochet story, but it has a happy ending. So, Alice is back. She's mad because I haven't let her outside. Sheep and wool. Sheep and wool. Making my plan of attack. Alice will go and stay with her grandparents the whole day, along with the kids. Might be taking the kids on Sunday. I've never been on Sunday, and I'd like to go and see the parade of breeds and all that. But the plan as of now is to leave early. We take our little folding chairs that you can sling over your shoulder. We set up by the music tent, and my husband gets to mostly play on his iPad nap, listen to bluegrass, guard the wool and fiber as I bring him back, eat all sorts of fair food, and then we go for beer and crabs afterwards. So it's a pretty awesome day for him, but he's very understanding because he knows I want to go both days. So, and he also gets to see his wife at her absolute happiest. So it's a wonderful day for him too. So yes, that's the plan. There's a podcaster meetup at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Please come say hi to me if you see me there. I don't have any buttons. Didn't get on the ball soon enough to do buttons, but please come and see me at the podcaster meetup or wherever. You know, I know how hard that is. I'm not good at introducing myself to strangers. But we're not strangers, right? You know Alice. But yeah, I'm a little intimidated by the podcaster meetup. I'm a newbie. I've never done it before. So we'll see. I need some knitting, though. I need some knitting to take with me. Something new, something small. So you never know. I might have a new shawl in the needles next week or some new socks. But in any case, I'm raring to go. I am sheep and wooling all weekend, and I can't wait. I take my own lunch on Saturday, so I don't have to waste time in the food lines. And that's another thing the husband is good for, guarding the lunch. He's my Sherpa, too. So anyway, Rosebob, get in touch with me. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. I hope you're excited to come back and see what I did at Sheep and Wool. It's going to be pretty epic. I save all year for this. This is my main buying time. I love it, I love it, I love it. You guys are going to be just amazed. All right, Alice, say goodbye. So we will see you next week in Fibretown. Say ta-ta for now. Bye.